This is part 12, the final part of Exquisite Corpse. The end of the book, baby. As if this whole book wasn't horrific enough. Yeah. So Luke is left alone, crying, screaming, and is eventually released by the police officers after they beat him up a little. Luke has a newfound anger and motivation. He's going to find Tran. He's going to save the love of his life. And that son of a bitch, Jay Byrne, will pay. He knew that Tran is going to die. If he goes with Jay, he's going to die. Tran has been whisked away back into his demise with Jay. He arrives back at the house with Andrew. They secure him to a table after non-consensually doing things to his body. Vague terms. So, I love true crime. Of course, I watched Dexter when it came out. So if you remember in the show, Dexter would make a kill room, and that's exactly what Jay and Andrew made. They secured Tran to a table after doing things to him. They had a table full of scalpels, different tools, different incision tools, saran wrap because they planned on removing some meat and saving it for later for sandwiches. Andrew and Jay were going to love each other physically in a very erotic way, in bathing in the insides of Tran and his blood. So after Tran had been non-consensually used, he was coming to, and he realized the predicament he was in, and he knew as much as he could plead, beg, and cry for his life, because he knew he was going to pass away right there. Because they told him, "Oh, Tran, you're awake. Yeah, glad we had spent some time together, but buddy Andrew and I, yeah, we're psychopaths, and we kind of want to eat you. You look delicious, by the way. It's been real. You're going to be unalive now, and this is how we're going to do it. Do you have any words you want to say? Please, no. God, no. Please just let me go. I won't tell anybody. I want to live. I want to tell my parents I love them. I have siblings. They don't know where I am. I don't know what to do. What can I say to get out of this?" Well, that kind of sucks for you, my guy, because this is it. This is it. As you can see, we're really turned on right now, and we're kind of getting hungry. So at this point, Luke is racing down the street by foot. He left his car behind, and he's going to find them, because he kind of saw the direction they walked, and he ran in that direction. He ended up finding the giant barred gates in front of the estate, and he's trying to plan how he's going to climb over it, because it is like 20-30 feet high. So Luke is beginning his ascent, trying to get up and over this gigantic fence, as inside they're in the second floor of this kill room. And at this point, as Tran is pleading and crying, they take the scalpel and they slice open Tran's stomach. They make literally an autopsy incision, boop, boop, all the way down to his pelvis. Split him open and begin playing with his inside. So let's go back to Bing Bing to make you guys feel comfortable. Sleeping Bing Bing Cam. Baby, you've been sleeping all day. So, alright. Oh, look at her. Good morning. So, Tran is now sliced open, and his screams are not muffled, and Luke could hear his boyfriend's dying screams from outside, which fueled his fear and anger and motivation to get in there and save him. Oh. Tran is then dissected, and his organs had been removed, played with, and as he was alive, Andrew began eating his intestines as Tran screamed and begged for his life. Like, it was a very descriptive scene. Let's get a pic of them toe beans. Look at, no, I'm sorry. So they continued to cut into Tran. And the description in the book, again, is so artistically beautiful, and it makes you feel like you're right there. But you get a POV of Tran's demise and what he was feeling as they were chewing on his literal insides and intestines, the beans. Look at those crispy beams. So you got the POV of every pain, every pull, every stab, every sensation that was going through his body as he was passing away right there, strapped to that table. He was bleeding out. It was a very descriptive scene, and Jay and Andrew were enjoying every minute of it. At this point, Luke made his way over the fence, and he saw the balcony window on the second floor. So he quickly scaled up. He managed to climb up to it, and he hopped on the balcony and smashed through the screen door, because I guess the boys propped the door open to get some fresh air. Made his way into the balcony, surprising the bloodied Andrew and Jay snacking on his boyfriend. Luke witnessed the sight in front of him, and he could not process what he was looking at. Within a couple seconds, Jay and Andrew pounced. They began attacking Luke, and Luke was furious. He was crying at the sight of his dying partner. Tran was fading fast, and he fought Jay and Luke so hard. Andrew backed off for a hot minute, and Jay and Luke went at it for a bit. Luke managed to get his hands on a scalpel, and he slashed Jay's throat, and Jay was dying on the floor. Luke was ready to take on Andrew, but Andrew didn't fight Luke. He just looked at him, and he's like, you killed the only person that I've loved. Andrew didn't even go after Luke. He just grabbed Jay's deceased body and carried him out of the room. For the first time, Andrew actually felt grief and loss, but he couldn't make himself cry. Luke remained in the room as he hugged his boyfriend's deceased body and cried and mourned him. And then the final scenes of the book was Andrew took Jay's body into the bathroom, gave him a bath, cleaned him up, spent some time with the body. Like, they snuggled, shared drinks together. Andrew cleaned him up, did his hair, and then dissected him and took some of the meat with him as he left the house. He made sandwiches and used Jay's meat in the sandwiches. Because what they ended up doing together as a unit was when they consumed their victims, they believed that their physical trophies became them. So by consuming the meat of their victims, the victims slowly became them, like they were a part of him. So that's what Andrew's goal was by consuming Jay's body, was where Jay could be with Andrew forever internally. So Andrew got dressed, caught the next train out of town, and consumed that sandwich so Jay could be with him forever. Yeah, that book was wild. Thank you for sticking around. That was Exquisite Corpse by Poppy Z. Bright. The next book, Through the Eyes of Desperation by Aaron Beauregard. That's coming up. Oh yeah.